My name is Kinyu and I'm the founder of Supplybunny.com. Supplybunny, we sell seafood and vegetables to restaurants. So I think what's more interesting is not so much what we do, but why we did it. It was about 3 years ago that we discovered a big problem in the market. We did a survey to about 1,000 different restaurant owners, and we found out that restaurant owners, especially small restaurants, weren't buying their supplies from the right place. So instead of going to wholesale suppliers, buying at 30% cheaper than market rate, a lot of these guys were buying from the local supermarket and they were paying ridiculous prices. And we found that a lot of these restaurants were going bankrupt after a few months in business because they couldn't manage to make a profit. And we're here to solve that problem. As CEO, whether it's in the office or not, a CEO's responsibilities are primarily to his people, getting money and managing his people, right? So I meet a lot of investors, stakeholders in the business. I talk to my team, I make sure that they're functioning well and they're happy doing what they do. I consider lots of fun is brainstorming solutions to problems. I like doing that in my free time. I like doing that on weekends. I wish I could spend more time with my team in this way. Two qualities I really respect the most. I think there's energy and clarity. Energy is whereby somebody can walk into a room or pitch a project or go into a meeting and get people excited about what they're going to do. That's what energy means to me. And clarity is whereby someone can understand a very deep problem and more importantly, explain it in a very simple way. And these are two characteristics that I wish I have more of in any organization because it's incredibly powerful. I think as companies grow and they evolve, the answer to this question changes. I think at this point, Supplybunny is in a very fast-paced environment. We're in a hot industry. We're growing month on month, and when we're like this, it's important to have people who are not afraid to take up challenges. It's very important to have people who can learn very fast, be accountable, be responsible, because that's the state that the organization is in right now. I think there's tremendous opportunity to learn if you're ambitious. You can take up projects if you want to. That's what we have over here. We've got a little bit more than 10 people. More than 90% of our workforce is in the office, but we do have people working for us not in the office every day. Fingers crossed, we're really hoping to double up the team by next year because everything is growing so fast.
My name is Adrina and I'm the head of operations in Supplybunny. Supplybunny is a very convenient one-stop platform for all people actually, not just F&B owners, to actually purchase all their grocery supplies or even other supplies. For me, work culture is really about open communication because the thing is we work together closely with people. It's very important if we can communicate well because there's a lot of people around, so of course having that communication with each other becomes very vital for us to get things done. What I really like most is because it's still a very small company and it's growing. So because of that, I'm able to experiment a lot more. So that's what I really like about it, right? The experimentation of new challenges and campaigns and things like this really makes me feel happy. All the leaders here are very hands-on in a sense that they are very relatable and they also do a lot of mentorships for the team. So that's something I really like because the thing is we grow together and we get to learn together as well. Because I'm in operations, situation. So the main thing would definitely be people who are very initiative and of course responsible lah. Because if you don't have initiative, then of course you wouldn't be wanting to do you won't go above and beyond what you're supposed to be doing for your customers, right? Secondly, of course, responsibility is important because we are quite flexible here, honestly speaking. So that's also part of the culture lah. And because of that, you need to be responsible enough to say that you want to finish your own task in your own time. Because the thing is, we are an e-commerce platform, but we also want you to be able to tell us the value we can add to customers. So that would be something that we would love to hear from you. And of course, on top of that, bring on your most confident face and also just try to apply first, and then we will also try to communicate with you during the interview. Currently the team is about 10 people strong. We're always constantly trying to grow, especially in the next coming year. We are going to try the double up. People who really try to go the distance, right? So meaning that even though sometimes they're required to do extra on the weekends or even at night, they do it willingly without anybody asking them to, even though it wasn't required, right? So they actually put in a lot more effort, because not just for the company's growth, but also for their own personal growth. So that's what I see in top performers. They care not just about their professional life, but also their personal life. Yes, definitely. There's definitely room to grow, because the thing is, as I mentioned earlier, we are a small company. Therefore, everybody is given a lot of chance to discover as well what they're really good at, and because of that opportunity, you can actually grow into something that you probably would not even imagine yourself growing into sometimes, right? Yeah, so that's what I really believe in.
My name is Ashok Kumar, and I'm the Chief Evangelist in Supplybunny. Supplybunny, we are an online platform for suppliers to connect with the e-commerce businesses such as restaurants, cafes, and also small businesses such as like housewife doing a side business. The work culture here is exactly what you expect from a startup. We are very flexible in terms of dressing and time. But the thing that we emphasize most is the ownership responsibility, because we take the task here seriously. So once we are here, we are here to solve a problem. We actually do some IQ tests and regular tests and ask everybody to solve it on the board, right? Just to pass our time in between, like to sometimes really stress. That is some of the activities. And we also have we go exercise together like every Tuesday. Yeah, we go run around the lake, around the Kelana Jaya. The thing I value most in the company is the people and the culture. That is what makes me to come to work every day. So in Supplybunny, you can expect the same thing, because they are great people, they are great mentors here. And whenever you are, every morning you won't feel like the Monday blues or any Tuesday blues that you can like you don't want to go and come to work, because every day morning you wake up, you know you're going to learn something new here. If I were to compare, like in another company or in a bigger corporate, I feel that I'm a small part of a bigger machine where I don't have much function. Yeah. So, but in Supplybunny, you're like a driving wheel, driving force of the company, because every action that I take is actually giving a huge impact to the overall result. Yeah. So that's the biggest difference that I feel, and also like the authority to make changes and also make impact. That's very important. One, being someone who shares a value as a Supplybunny. Two, a problem solver. And also three, must be a fun person who can solve the quiz.